Sharktopus versus Whalewolf. Really? I, where do I even begin to start with this piece of crap? So, it's a sci-fi movie. Right up there, that gives you an idea what kind of quality we're talking about, which is to say, none. We have Casper Van Dien, who has nothing else better to do than to be in this ridiculous movie with his wife, ex-wife, something like that. This was made in 2015, and I think they got divorced in 2015, so, you know, this may have been the thing that did it. I don't know. Nobody else in the movie really registers. Yeah, you know, I thought this was like a fake movie. I thought this was just one of those movies that, you know, people think that it exists, but it really doesn't, you know. Kind of like, oh gosh, Lobster Men from Mars, or Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Anyway, I figured it was just a fake-ass movie. I mean, who would make something called Sharktopus versus Whalewolf? Well, someone did. And you know, I shouldn't be surprised, because guess whose liver-spotted hands are all over this piece of crap, this cheap piece of crap? None other than the man himself, Roger Corman. Yeah, so there you go. So basically, Casper Van Dien plays this drunk fisherman who's got a boat, and, you know, I guess he's got to allow his boat to be rented, so he wakes up drunk and finds a bunch of people there who are having a funeral, and the Sharktopus, who's already starred in some other crappy sci-fi movies, comes up for munchies and, you know, kills the widow, and, you know, all the people can do is sort of crack bad jokes about this. Then we have Catherine Oxberg, who plays a sort of false German scientist who is intent on making the whale wolf because, you know, whales are far superior to humans, and their blood can contain 5 times the amount of oxygen in their blood, and blah blah blah. So she gets this ridiculous washed up baseball player and zaps him full of shit, and he promptly dies because it's a bunch of experimental untested horse shit. So naturally, the first thing she's going to do is dispose of the body, and all she does is kick that fucker right overboard. And in keeping with traditional sci-fi quality, you know, it's just, you know, one continuity error after another. You know, you see her dragging the body in a sort of, you know, bag all wrapped up, and she kicks him overboard, and then the very next thing you see, he's completely out of it. You know, let me see if I can possibly show this. It's just poor, piss poor. So here we go. Clearly, she's dragging this guy all wrapped up, kicks him into the water, floating of course, because there's no real body in there. And what do we see next? Yeah, gee, here's no more wrapping. How about that? Continuity. Sorry, the monkey is back at the Indie Film Cafe studios, but I think you get the point. There's all kinds of continuity errors in this movie. I mean, I pretty much expected the special effects to be shitty, and yeah, I was not disappointed. It's a very bad film. You know, I think they probably wanted this to be a comedy or a farce, but it's a very thin line between farce and cartoon, and this barely rises to the level of cartoon. And, you know, basically the entire premise is to finally get the Sharktopus, whatever, Sharktopus, and the whale wolf together to have a fight. And, you know, if that's really what you want to see, of course it doesn't happen until the end, and it's like 10 minutes, and it's not even a very convincing 10 minutes. You could have just saved yourself all the other time that you could have used to better yourself or clean your toenails or anything else, because it would have been better spent. Yeah, this whole thing could have been a 10-minute short, and that would have been the end of it. But no, they're going to milk this for all they can, and currently this is on Amazon Prime. Fortunately, it's free, because if I had to pay movie for a piece of junk like this, I'd have been fairly upset. I mean, and this is coming from somebody who really likes bad movies, and this movie is just, it's just so bad. I mean, everybody's got to have some standards, and this one just does not live up. So as far as our stinkometer concerned, I'd probably have to give this a 10. It's that bad. It really is. So I recommend, if you've got absolutely positively nothing else better to do with your time, maybe check it out just so that you can kind of laugh at a couple of wannabes and has-beens and this stupid CGI nonsense, but really, you got to find something else, anything else better than this. Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf is just a piece of garbage. Ugh. But there you go, folks. The Moo Cow is making sure to watch movies like this on Indie Film Cafe so that you don't have to. Anyhow, that is my review of Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf, and we'll see what else we can come up with at some point. Anyway, I'll talk to you another time. See you on the flip side. Bye.